What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another Last Day on Earth video. In today's episode, I'm going to show you the most efficient way possible to use your grenade launcher. Okay, and now a lot of you may like to hold on to your trophy weapons and not use them and stack them up, which is perfectly okay. But if you're looking for a little bit of fun and you're wanting to save some of your normal guns, such as Glocks, rifles, etc., then this is a perfect method for you because you're going to basically kill a bunch of frenzy giants and only use 3 hits from your grenade launcher. Now, you can use this in all 3 floors. The 3rd floor is by far the best because you have 10 frenzy giants in this floor next to 7 in floor 2 and only 3 in floor 4. Now, I won't be doing floor 4 today, but I will also show you floor 2 and how I do that. It's a little bit more dancing involved because of how the frenzy giants are placed, but I will show you an easy way to do that and how to get through it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start gathering these frenzy giants up, and because they are so slow on normal, it's going to take a little bit to get them all in position, so I will most likely speed the video up for when I get to that spot. But here's, I want to go through the tunnel here. I'm going to go ahead and eat just so I'm at full health. You're going to run up this way. And you're going to go in here, and you're not going to aggro this frenzy giant just yet. You're going to come all the way down. You won't aggro this guy, don't worry. But you're going to open this one. Go ahead and aggro him. Come around. Grab this one. Grab him. And then keep on going. Now, to pay attention and be careful because it's very easy to miss a couple of these, such as this one behind the door and this one we're coming up to here because he's kind of out of the way. So just make sure you don't forget him. Now I'm going to stop right here just to gather them all up because sometimes what will happen is if you rush too fast through all this, then they will actually double back the other way. So if you get to the 2 in the front too quickly, they will you'll get at least 1 or 2 frenzy giants that will cut you off the opposite way and ruin your formation. So I'll usually sit here for a second just to make sure they're all hitting the wall and proceed. Now, it is possible to also gather and group them up on that wall that we were just at, but I find this next one a lot easier. I'm going to come down and grab this one. A little closer. And then we're going to come up and grab this one as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wait just a couple seconds for this frenzy giant to come around. That way he doesn't get the a bad pathing and cut me off. So right when he's about at the door, you're going to want to run around and stand right here. Now all these frenzy giants are going to huddle up at this spot. And again, it'll take a second. As you can see, they're pouring in now. So not too long, but again, they are quite slow and normal. Just let them stack all up here. Now, the goal, what you want to do, once you have all the frenzied stacked up, is you want to group them in a tight, as tight as possible. So that way, when you're firing a grenade launcher hits, you're not going to risk them spreading out and not hitting 1 or 2 of the frenzy giants. Now, it does happen, but you're going to want to be as efficient as possible here. So what I do is I usually pull back just a tad. And I just keep going like this until I can get them all stacked up. And you want to try to get all their hits simultaneous. So they're all hitting at the same exact time. So even right here, they're not stacked up too much. You want them stacked up a little bit more than this if possible. Just keep kind of going back and forth until you get them as close as you can. And even this is not as close as I like. Little by little, they're etching in. I just don't want that one on the end to come around the corner yet. So little by little, squeeze them in a little tighter. Oh, see, this one's coming around here. Now, sometimes that will happen. You can kind of just like pull around here to get them nice and tight. Now, this should work here. Let's go ahead and release a couple shots here. 1, 2, 3. And they're all dead. Okay, so it took a little longer than usual. Sometimes they get very, very fidgety around this corner, but you have good protection here and very little chance of them popping around a corner and getting a shot off or getting out of formation. But every now and then you do have to kind of zigzag around and get them, nice and clumped up before you start to hit your shots off. So I'm just going to go ahead and gather all these tickets here real quick, and then we're going to head to floor 2 and do the same thing. But as you can see, I didn't use hardly any of my grenade launcher. It was about a quarter of the way from full, and I still have that much left. So again, you can use one grenade launcher for multiple runs doing this and not have any issues. And that's why it's so efficient, because you figure you're going to take a good portion of your Glock or zip gun for every single frenzy giant that you're going to kill. And for only 3 shots of one gun, it's a no-brainer. Just wait on this load screen here. Loading screens have been a little longer than normal. I hope they address that in the bug update fix that they are hopefully going to release soon. Drink a little water here, get situated, and off we go. So how I do this is I actually will start at the top here. Now, you can take out the turrets in this floor 2 if you feel like you need to. I don't personally do it because I have no need for turret parts, heat sensors, or anything. So I try my best to get around it, because you can just take the tunnel right into the next frenzy and without any issues. You don't really need to worry about going down the turret tunnel to go to that frenzy there. And I'll show you here in just one second. Now, same thing here. You don't want to get too far ahead of these frenzy giants just because they can go back around to the entrance, and you don't want that. So I'm just going to wait a couple seconds here for them to round that corner and keep on going. So what I meant is this tunnel here leads to that frenzy giant. I personally don't use that. I just come around this way, go through the gas chamber here, and I'm going to sneak by this frenzy giant for now. You don't want to aggro him just yet, because the tricky part is going to be this last room on the right here. This is going to be the harder part, because you have to sneak around this frenzy giant here, open the door, and run. So you're most likely going to get hit, but that's okay. Just like that. And you're going to want to take off here. And come around. Grab him. Come around. And then what we're going to do is we're going to run right here in this corner and wait for him. Now, in this corner, it's probably the safest spot of the entire floor to rally them up or to group them up. Now, it is a little more tricky to get them tight in a group because you have limited space to work with. But it is possible, and I will show you here in 1 second. Just wait for them all to pour in. That one little straggler, the run of the litter, even though he's bigger than all the rest of them. It's taken a long time to get up here, but he finally makes it. Now, you can see they're kind of spread out, which is a bummer, but we're going to see if we can't get them a little tighter here. A little tricky because I don't want that fringy giant to roll around that corner and hit me. But they're not grouped up enough to hit them just yet. Now I think this will be good enough to take them to a different wall, because that's... Oh, I got hit. That's going to probably be what we're going to have to do, because I don't think they're going to be grouped enough to hit all of them in succession. Oh, maybe they are, actually. Let's give this a shot. We might not have to kite them anymore after all. And we got them all. Good stuff. So, yeah, sometimes when you come down this tunnel here, because it's such a narrow tunnel, they will auto-group for you, which is always great when that happens. Doesn't always happen that way, but it does happen that way every now and then. But again, what you want to do is you just want to bring them to this little corner here. Try your best by just shimmying in and out of this corner to get them as grouped as possible. And then once you see the fringy giants hit, and they're all hitting in succession, that's when you're going to round that corner, and then just kite them down here, and unload 3 hits of grenade launcher into them, and it's GG. So I'm going to go ahead and loot all the red coupons here, get everything looted up and good to go. But have a couple other ideas for videos coming up. Again, just other efficient ways to use your guns, use your weapons, save up on armor if you need to, etc., etc. And I think you guys are going to really like what I have in store for you. But other than that, this is going to conclude the video. I appreciate everything so much. I thank you guys for watching. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.